Girl, you're fine. You're fine.
I got my hair dyed today.
Oh, it looks so good.
Thanks. My sister-in-law did it.
I'm jealous.
So we are good and live, right? Can everyone else hear us? Let me pull up the YouTube. It looks like we have a couple people.
Oh, yep, we're good.
Sweet. So I am filming on my iPad, which has a much better camera, so everything isn't gray. But the downside of that is I can't share a screen, so I can't find it on the screen. So,
hey, looks like I can share screen. Hold on.
Share screen.
I don't know. I have a button for it, so let me see if I can do that.
That would be awesome. While you're doing that, I'm gonna grab my mouse. Are you
Go for
live
it.
on YouTube? Mine says waiting.
Yeah, we're live. See, Alli Cat's here. Hi, Alli Cat. Welcome. Your YouTube just doesn't like you.
It doesn't. There we are. It popped up. It really doesn't like me today, guys.
And holla. I have the share screen thing. And then I think you have to pick like what setting it goes to.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I'm coming.
But it is shared. It's almost like short. And I was like, no, that's not right. It's shared.
Coffee. We want that guy. Does that help? Can you share now?
Yeah, I think you have to click on something else. Like one of the I was on the right, one of the ones with the blank white screen thing.
I did click on one of those. That's gonna be a background now.
Maybe not. Click on another one. We're technologically advanced, I promise. Oh, see, it says it's sharing, but
it's not.
It's not showing up. Whatever. We can use our Forest apps, and it's fine.
Yeah, I think that should be okay. So StreamYard finally released a mobile version, so I don't have to be like a washed out ghost whenever I hang out with you guys. I also think there's probably a better like audio on my iPad, so I'm pretty excited.
It's a good day. It is a good day. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, there you go.
All right, what are you working on today? While I get my script open.
Well, I am still working on my sequel. So I worked a little bit this morning during my live stream on my own channel, and I got like almost 1,500 words, almost. So I'm going to shoot for however many I can today because I wrote like 500 yesterday. I can't remember where I am for Nano, but it's my science fantasy sequel that I've been working on for about a month now, I think.
1,500 is a good number of words.
So I feel like that was pretty good. So I'm like, whatever I get tonight is just like icing on the cake. So
yeah, I just had my last week of school last week, so I actually haven't been tracking Nano. Like I've been trying to write what I can, and I've been like doing the editing and stuff. But I feel like I just have to tally up my words and see how far behind I am. I have 2 weeks off, and I want to make it like worth it.
Hey, what is your what's your goal? I can't remember.
So I wrote the first 35,000 for April.
Yeah.
My goal was to go back through and edit and clean up and cut out like all of the fat from that section, and then add more words so that I have 35,000 like solid beginning words.
Okay.
Is my goal. So I want to do some editing and some writing. And yesterday I didn't feel like editing, so I wrote a bunch, but like I'm not done editing, so I shouldn't have let myself do that, but I did.
So I'm the opposite. I just love revising and editing, and so I have to make myself draft.
Aw. I just get moods where I'm like, I want to write. Like that's why I started writing this book, because I like to write, and then
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense.
Do you have a MacBook? Do you use Scrivener?
I mean, I actually am on my Mac right now because my husband's in the other room gaming and stuff. But I do have Scrivener, but I don't like it.
I don't like how it doesn't have a page view. And I recently found out that MacBook Scrivener has a page view, and they haven't developed Windows yet. So the new Scrivener that released in like I think they said August or something of last year for Mac, you can turn it on so it looks like a page, so it looks like Word, but it has like more bells and whistles.
I will say, okay, I do have my other computer is a PC, and they have a Mac version for it, but you have to keep downloading a new like release candidate every week, a beta thing every week. I'll see if I can find the link. So it might have it, and I did it on my PC, and I liked it, but I just I love Word. I got so used to just using Word, so I use Microsoft Word.
I did a writing experiment video this week for my YouTube thing, and I changed my page size, my page size, and my word to A5, so it was like novel size pages.
Okay.
And that was just fun to write on. Like I felt like I was getting so much done.
Like, oh, I'm actually an author.
Yeah, like, oh look, I have like a pages.
This is fancy.
Because in Scrivener, it's like you write into a black hole, and that's all you have.
It really is, and that's why I think I don't like it because of that. Like, I feel like it's just weird for me.
I like everything else about it. Okay, how long are we gonna do for our first writing sprint?
I don't know. Let's see. What did we do last time? Did we start off with 25 last time?
I think we started around 20 or 25. I finally got that spirit.
Oh, this it's so pretty.
I love it. Whenever you hit start, it turns into this little like spirit with wings. It's like a little ball and it has wings and it's adorable.
See, I'm trying to think. I think I want that one. I don't have enough gold for it yet. But
yeah, I had this gold like mad.
I think I'm gonna do the wisteria. Oops. I get 25 though.
Wisteria?
I think it's purple. Purple's my favorite color, so
purple's a good color.
Can't go wrong with it.
25 then.
Perfect.
All right. So I say let's get started.
Yeah, let's go.
Started. All right, that is the end of the first sprint. I'll shut that little ticker guy off.
Yay!
How did you do?
Well, I got to add it up because I do it the long way. I write it down and then I use my calculator. You know, so you got to give me a second.
Ended that sprint that I miss using for the words, and I have to find a way to incorporate that into editing.
Good luck. Sorry.
I'm thinking, so because I'm changing like point of views, I'm thinking if I were to type it again, like a lot of people say that helps, and I've been wanting to try that. So if I did split screen in my Scrivener and I typed it again in for the words,
I would say that works. Sometimes I do that actually too. If I'm trying to do revisions and I have to do a rewrite, that's what I started doing for the first section of this book. Is I thought I was going to rewrite it, so I had a split screen and I just typed it. And you edit as you go too.
Yeah, I forgot there's like an event going on right now, and they're reusing the Camp NaNoWriMo theme from last year, but like I got cool prizes from it, so I want to do it.
You're like, do it.
I got 897 words.
Woo!
But it's editing, so it's like, don't get that excited.
I got excited anyway, because I only got 243. What?
Oof.
It's fine.
My comments are a little delayed. How does... I was trying to share a comment that I see on YouTube, but it didn't pop up on StreamYard yet.
StreamYard, you're behind.
Yeah, a whole 5 seconds trying to figure out how to spend violently. Spend what?
Are you trying to buy like something online? Now I'm like really intrigued by this. A bookship session, please tell us.
Please enlighten us. And we also have the Dawdling Writer says, I've done split screen for revisions and switching the POV. I think it works really well. I think mentally, I don't know why I didn't just assume that was the perfect question beforehand.
Details.
Let's go back to the bookist obsession. I start an intense scene, won't go further because I don't want to possibly trigger people's PTSD. 200 words written in 9 minutes and 30 seconds.
Well, I wrote 243 and 25, so I think you're good.
I think that's pretty good in 9 minutes. Oh, they meant spell. That makes more sense. I want to spend
wow.
a certain number of sentences. I don't feel really great about my book now, guys, and it makes me sad. Normal like stress. I like kind of been flirting with the idea of the last day of taking like the concept of what I've written and scrapping like the words and rewriting it.
Okay, why? Why are you thinking that? Is it because you're stuck right now, or is it because like you really don't think like the plot's working or character's working?
The plot's working and the character's working, but prose-wise, I think I'm a better writer than I was in November when I originally wrote it. And sometimes I read things that I wrote and I'm like, come on, that's just dumb. The whole paragraph. It's like if you read like a book by a really good author, you sort of get really immersed in the story. And then if you read a book by like a just okay author, you sort of are more hyper aware of the things that you don't enjoy. And I'm just not enjoying some things about my own writing.
I mean, but it's like a first draft though. Like first drafts usually just suck.
Yeah, and I know that, but I don't know, like, is it worth scrapping and rewriting? Should I do the split screen and literally just, that's kind of what made me think of the split screen. Maybe I'll go through concept wise and I'll just rewrite all of my words, but then follow the way the plot's moving. Because I think I really like the plot.
I'd say go for it. I mean, I think just like doing like the split screen, rewriting it, because then you can change things, you can make it look better, and it feels like you're still making progress. You're not starting all over again.
Yeah, I think a lot of it might have to do with changing the POV, because some sentences just sound clunky if you literally just grammatically change the POV. I want them to sound just as poetic.
What are you switching it to? Are you switching from first to third or third to first or second? Are you going crazy? Okay.
Am I going crazy? No, I'm not going crazy.
I don't think I've ever gone from first to third. I've gone from third to first, and that worked out really, really well. No, yes, I have. I'm confusing myself now. Either way, it worked out better, whichever way I did it.
I was doing third and I went to first, and then I decided that was a bad idea.
Are you gonna go back?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what I'm going back now. So I clicked on the book session, said I can't spell anything today. And I made a note and I almost forgot while I was editing. I had the sentence, he like, I think his eyes like found her. I went to say glare,
Oh
but I
no.
wrote glaze because I think I was thinking gaze and glare, and I was like laughing at myself here. Like he stared at her glare, like glaze. What glaze?
Like a donut?
Yeah. So I had
Or
some really
something?
funny spelling problems in this last section that I did.
Oh, so I went through my entire first draft of my first book or whatever, and I didn't notice until a couple of my beta readers pointed out I was spelling peak wrong. Like they were peeking around like the door or something. I was spelling it like a mountain peak, and I was like, I know it's two E's. I
Like I
didn't
know
catch
in my
it.
heart, but like in my head at the time.
I'm not stupid, but like, oh, it's so bad.
Said sometimes things are only dumb to you because you read them too often, and that's why I don't know if it's dumb or not.
This is my friend, by the way, in real life.
Oh, nice.
I know her.
Friends. Nice to meet you.
Hello.
I love that. I love seeing new names. I need to do live more often, but it's just not as fun without Alli's.
I mean, I am really fun.
Yeah.
Clearly.
I am objectively just incredibly fun, so.
I will say though, like, I prefer live to the recorded videos. I just feel like I don't have to edit. We were talking on Jules's channel, or the Dawdling Writers channel the other day, how you don't have to edit. You just talk, and if you mess up, you mess up.
I feel like if I did it by myself and I'm just talking to myself, I'm just gonna start going on weird tangents, and everyone who's watching is gonna be like, "What is she doing?"
Girl, me all the time. And then you're not awake from my live streams in the morning.
Oh yeah. What do we want to do for this next one? 20 minutes? 25? 30?
Let's see in the comments. Does anyone have a cool number?
Yeah.
Somebody.
Oh, the Dawdling Writer says, I hate writing in first person. It makes me feel narcissistic. And honestly, that's why I switched from first person to third person. Because at first I was like, there's some things that would be described better in first person. And then I felt too like hyper focused on the protagonist. So I switched back.
I always got whiny in first person. Also, I was like, I think this sounds great in first person. I'm like, whiny baby. Oh my word.
Hey, whiny baby. Oh, a bookish obsession suggested 2019. Yes. And I love that, but you can't do seconds on Forest.
I will put it on Google Timer, but then we'll have the Forest out for like 20 minutes.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah, because I'm getting Forest coins from this, whether you guys like it or not.
I need those trees. I need them now.
Planting them trees.
Okay. Let me know when we want to start.
I am good whenever you guys are good.
Okay, you call us off. Or start us off.
2, 1, go. Hello. Is that the end?
Yes.
How exciting. I might have had my focus tree set for 25 minutes for extra coins.
I mean, you gotta get those coins.
Yeah.
No shame.
So let me stop our little. I'm sorry, my finger's gonna be in the camera because that's where the buttons are. Okay. So we had a question about spelling and like just how everyone's having a struggle spelling today. So in the editing industry, they actually say that you should check Merriam-Webster's specifically, their dictionary. So if you're spelling something for a book and you're pursuing publishing and you don't know how it's going to be spelled, the 11th collegial edition is what they told us in school that we should be using, but the online version is updated a little bit more often. So if you can find it in Merriam-Webster's, it should be spelled. If you find the acronym, you don't have to spell out the full word. If you find like variations of the word in Merriam-Webster's, then it's totally fine to use it.
So this is why, like, I always told my kids, I'm like, you know what? Blame the English gods. Go back in time, punch them in the face, because none of that makes sense.
Yeah.
It always changes.
It was a whole ordeal. The school even called me and they were like, hey, I just wanted to follow up and make sure you got this specific edition of the dictionary. And when they did that, I'm like, are you going to make us read the dictionary? Like, why do I need this specific edition? But that was why. They said that they're very strict in the publishing industry about it.
Really?
So how many words did you get done, Miss Alli?
I got 262. I beat myself by 19 last time.
Nice.
Going up.
345, which is less, but I started doing the split screen.
Ooh.
And I found a creature to battle, and I think my words are better. So I'm like happy about it. I thought I was moving faster, to be honest. I thought I was going to have a higher word count, but it says 300 something.
I mean, I think it's still pretty good. It's still pretty good.
I feel like it's more concise, and that's important.
Yeah. I think that's great. That's fantastic.
So a bookish obsession said, would writing about a character having a panic attack be triggering? Everyone's triggers are different, but personally, do you think it would be triggering? I think if characters don't experience some sort of emotional stress in a book, then is anything really interesting happening in the book? So even if it does make me upset, I feel like as a reader, I enjoy reading things that make me relate to them. So if I'm going to get upset alongside the character, I like that, but I know that might not be for everybody, you know?
Yeah, I think too, like, I understand where you're coming from because like you don't want to cause somebody to have a panic attack while reading your book. But like, I take the view as like, you can't write anything in that point. You're always going to run into somebody who either doesn't like your work or has some sort of problem with it. And so you have to write what makes sense. Kind of what you were saying too, like they have to be real. They have to feel real. And panic attacks are terrifying. But I think too, I'll be general. I feel like most people know it's in a book. And so, like it's not actually happening, it's made up type deal. And so
like if someone gets assaulted in a book, like in fantasy books, you have a lot of action where people are like getting injured or like you don't really have the feelings of, oh, I'm physically in danger after reading them. So I don't get panic attacks often. But we did have somebody, where is it? Hold on.
I think it was Elizabeth.
Somebody mentioned having panic attacks and they said it wasn't a trigger. Yeah, it was Elizabeth. You're right. My eyes are so bad. I'm like squinting. Don't laugh.
We're getting old. That's fun.
But she said she had them before and that it's not triggering. I want to be emotionally involved. So if you make me cry and throw the book across the room, you're doing a good job.
I cry in books a lot. I'm not gonna lie. Movies, anything with animals that die specifically.
The Dawdling Writer asked how editing courses are going. They're going great. I just finished my first round of classes, and I'm officially allowed to pick up editing jobs. So
Yay!
I'm excited about that. I'm gonna start applying this week. I do want to start doing tentatively free edits for people who have manuscripts that are ready to go for practice and feedback. So if any of you guys are getting towards the end of your books, I'll probably do a first 50 to 100 page thing. And then my only ask would be that you give me feedback about how the editing was and if you liked it and stuff. So
well, what kind of editing? Well, now that you bring it up, I happen to have a manuscript.
Since like we're talking about it, like, so I can do copy editing and proofreading. Anything else, I'm gonna be honest, I don't feel comfortable with yet. I want to say that I'd be good at developmental editing because of how much I've read, but I'm taking 2 classes on that later in the year, so I think any kind of editing would be better after the classes, if that makes sense.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
So.
Well, that's exciting. So how long was that? The first, like, I guess, semester? I don't know if you call it semester, but
they're like intense 7 to 8 week long classes.
Okay.
So they're nice and short, but I had to read the entire Chicago Manual of Style, which if you've never seen it in person, I would show you, but it's actually so big. I have it under my iPad as like a stand. It's 1,200 pages, so we read and we dissected a couple hundred pages every week. But it was fun. I think it was kind of well balanced. If you can read fast, it's good. And you don't have to be accepted in the program to do that first class. They like let people do it to see if you like it or not. So if it's something where you want to learn a little bit but don't want to pay for everything. That's
actually really cool. I remember I think in your video you showed the book and you're like, didn't you have like by the dust jacket and it was like falling out because you're the dust jacket.
It's like almost 5 pounds. It's almost 5 pounds.
You just like bench press it or something, when you're doing.
Yeah, I could do squats with this book if it ripped. Really.
I think it's like as big as a Brandon Sanderson book or one of the Stormlight
Sanderson book, and I don't want anyone to like get mad at me. It's on my to-do list. I hear his magic systems are amazing.
I mean, they are.
I just haven't done it quite yet.
It's fine. It's fine. Whatever.
So we have another one from a bookish obsession. I agree with rating realistic characters. I just want to make sure that it's not a trigger because this character is having a panic attack due to nightmares. To be entirely honest, trigger it. That's my take. Alli,
sorry. Let me teach her.
You can just.
No, I want you to call on me. I miss teaching so much. I need to feel like I'm back in school. Sorry, I just realized in my book, Elizabeth's actually reading my book right now, so I'm going to spoil something. It's not too big of a spoiler. I don't know how far you've gotten, Elizabeth. But anyway, so my character, he doesn't deal with like hardcore PTSD, but he was in a plane crash. And so like he has kind of like a post like PTSD kind of like tendency. So he doesn't really have a panic attack in the book. But it's almost like one in a sense where he has to get back in the cockpit and fly again. And so like he starts like sweating and having like all these thoughts, and he has like it. I had several people read it and no one said anything about it. They actually liked the way I handled it. So I think if you handle it in the right way and you are conscientious of the fact that it is a real thing, and maybe if you have somebody who has PTSD, actually read it and tell me, like, give it to me, like, hey, what did I do wrong?
Yeah,
then something like that.
Have somebody who actually has those problems give you feedback, because the more realistic you make it, I think that just makes your characters more relatable. But if you do it bad, then it sort of becomes like a condescending kind of feel.
Yeah.
Not necessarily triggering, but like somebody who had it might be triggered because it was portrayed wrong and they're offended, not necessarily because they themselves like had a panic attack or something. That's what I would get upset about. I'd be like, why do you have to call me out like that, book? That would be my problem with it.
Yeah. Actually, speaking of Brandon Sanderson, he actually tells a story. I feel like I'm a fangirl. So completely.
Alli's gonna DM me afterwards, guys, and be like, how dare you admit to the public you've never read a Brandon Sanderson book?
No. How dare you?
How dare you? Unsubscribe, no more laughing.
Sorry, my glasses are fogging because I'm crying laughing. Anyway, he actually talks about, so in his book Elantris, which was his first published book, he has a character in there who is supposed to have like a form of autism. He doesn't actually have autism because it's not in like the fantasy world, but it's basically a character with autism. And so like he got a lot of flack about it because he wrote it based on like what his perception of like Hollywood movies and stuff like that of autism. And so he caught a lot of flack about that and got a lot of feedback on it. And so he's really tried to be conscientious of it. So that's kind of why I said, like, find somebody, or if you have somebody who has, whatever you're trying to deal with, give it to them and ask, like, what did I do wrong? Because that's one thing he's been trying to do since then, is kind of make sure, you know, just you're respectful. Kind of what you said though, with the like,
yeah,
you know,
I feel like you can't
accurate.
just approach someone and be like, I know you have anxiety while you read this, because
yeah, it's kind of awkward.
yeah. So maybe get like a close friend if you can. And, like,
yeah.
I'd like to
A sensitivity reader. That's what it is.
Yeah, you can hire somebody and pay them money to do this. Elizabeth said that she read that part and it was written well. And everyone needs to see that it was written well.
Oh, thanks. Oh, remember that when it comes out.
I'm excited to read it. I can't wait.
I hope people like it. I hope it gets published.
If you need an editor.
Wait, I think I know somebody.
Yeah.
Weird.
Do you guys want to do another sprint? I know in the thumbnail I put 7 to 8, so if you guys were piecing out, that's totally okay. I'm really just a little dumb, so.
Math is hard. Numbers are hard.
My class was from 7 to 8, and then I was thinking I would put 7 to 9, but I was in the mindset when I made the thumbnail of like, don't forget to log into class, and it was a whole
Everyone is going to be judging you now because you don't know how to count.
Yeah, because I don't know the numbers. But do we want to do another one, and how long do we want to make it?
Oh, I think didn't somebody else had a number up here earlier?
Oh, wait, real quick. This is a little late, but a Bookish Obsession said that they had a panic attack once, so they're basing a lot of the symptoms on stuff that they've gone through. I think that's pretty solid.
Yeah.
I think that's, as long as you're being honestly describing what was happening. Sorry, I seen that afterwards.
No, I think that was a good one. You did good. I think Dodling Writer said 27:17 earlier, so what if we do?
Oh, we could do that.
Do you want to keep track of it this time, or do you want me to keep track of it? I don't care.
I don't think it matters. I can do it this time. We could take turns.
Go for it. You gotta practice your numbers.
Yeah, I gotta practice my numbers now. I didn't see your personal message saying that the last one was over, so I hope you weren't just like sitting there with your
staring at you, willing you to forget me.
27, 17. Let me count through all my seconds. All right. 27, 17. You want to count it down since I have the timer on this?
Yeah. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Going. All right, that is the end of Sprint 3. I think it's Sprint 3.
Yeah, it is. I think you're right.
A bookish obsession said that they need to take a break. I mean, you take care of yourself.
You do what you gotta do.
My cats have been terrorizing me in the office, and I've been trying very hard to ignore them, but all of a sudden everything that crinkles needs crinkled and everything needs jumped on.
Like, we know what you're doing. You're not allowed to do it anymore.
Yeah, we can tell you're trying really hard to focus, so let's just help a little bit.
We're helping. Isn't there like a meme or something with that? I can't remember what meme it is.
I always say they're helping. No matter what they're doing, helping. And if I walk into like my office area and there's a cat like on my chair, I say they're studying.
Oh, look at those studious cats. Your cats are so smart.
They are. I'd like to think they speak Japanese, so
Otherwise,
I talk gibberish to them all the time.
Sad. I think we there are some times we look at our dogs and we're like, I'm pretty sure you understand English.
Yeah. The two of my cats have Japanese names. And whenever I say them, their like little ears perk up and it just makes me happy. I'm like, I don't understand me.
I know arigato and konnichiwa, and that's about it.
That's about all I got to show up there. Thank you. Hello, thank you.
You know, that's all you need, right?
How did you do on that last sprint?
I did really well, actually. So I'm going to take these glasses off because the glare is bad. Ooh. Anyway, I don't really need my glasses most of the time, but that's another story altogether. So I got 5:24 that time. So I finished the scene and then got that. So I'm like, yes, I can start a new chapter, which that scene I've been waiting to write for a while. It's been one of the ones I'm looking forward to. So I was like, yes, because it sets up another scene I'm really excited about. So I was like, get to write it finally.
That's satisfying. I got about 9:20 of editing. I like kicked it into gear after the last time. I was like, gotta type faster, gotta be productive. That kind of helped.
So good.
Oh, someone asked about the pictures of my cats in the background. It's my Renaissance painting. It was a gift. We got these cats from the same litter, so they're brothers, and they do weird stuff like this all the time. So I hung it in my office area behind me because I'm a child.
That is so cute. They're like snuggling.
They are snuggling. That might be crooked, but I'll fix it later. They were like licking each other, and I'm pretty sure it broke out into a fight like 10 seconds after the picture.
Oh, come on.
One of my relatives had it printed on like nice thick canvas, and I feel bougie about it.
Like, I mean, these are my cats. I got them printed or something.
Yeah, I just had a picture commissioned of like my cats.
A portrait.
Yeah, one day I'll have like them painted. It'll be great. Then I got this is from a Japanese movie. If anyone's seen Princess Mononoke, it's the wood spirit, the spirit of life.
So I've only seen a Howl's Moving Castle of the Ghibli movies, and I love Howl's Moving Castle, don't get me wrong, but I can't find any other Ghibli movies anywhere because they're not on Netflix in the US, and that's really annoying. Because I heard everywhere else in the world, they're on Netflix. So maybe I should just pay it.
Japanese Netflix is better, I think, because they don't really have cable there like we have cable. So I had a bunch of American TV shows that I don't have access to here on my Japanese Netflix because they don't have like American cable. I'm gonna like you're gonna get emails from me later. I'm gonna be like, this is where you go to watch Princess Mononoke.
I mean, I wouldn't mind. I would be okay. Because I tried to, I know like I want to read. I want to watch The Girl Who Leapt Through Time and Spirited Away and a bunch of other like just Japanese movies.
Good one.
And I mean, I know they're on YouTube, and so I could like buy them. So I mean, I could do it, but like I'm like,
let's buy them. Let's find them.
I know, like, I'd rather just watch them on Netflix. And it makes me mad because I have Crunchyroll and I have Funimation, but they don't really have movies on there most of the time.
That's so weird. I would assume they'd be on one of those.
It makes sense.
Called you out. DVD.
Okay, so I have the DVD of Howl's Moving Castle because it's my favorite. I got it in like high school, and my college roommate used to make fun of me because I had it. I'm like, you don't understand, you jerk.
Staple. I have lots of DVDs. I shouldn't admit, I have like all of the Avatar on DVDs because whenever they came out and I liked them, like Netflix wasn't really a thing anymore. So I was like hoarding the things I liked, and then I tried to get all of the Studio Ghibli on DVD. But whenever like streaming became really big, I kind of just stopped trying.
Makes sense. They actually had the Avatar. I'm a terrible person. I actually didn't watch Avatar until about 2 months ago during quarantine. I don't know why. I have no clue why. Like, what was I thinking? But I heard it was really good. And I happened to be walking through Target before all this craziness hit. And Target had the entire Avatar series for $20 on Blu-ray. And I was like,
wow. Like
okay.
That's crazy.
I mean, it was just Aang. It wouldn't have core in it, but like I was like, I don't care. I'm gonna get Aang. I was like, this is a really good deal because I think they're on Amazon for like $21 each season.
Yeah.
So I was like, what?
I had one really long hair that fell out that was tickling me, and I was like listening to you and trying to find where it was. That is super cheap. Did you watch them all yet?
Yeah, I've watched them all. I like binged it. Actually, I knew the last 2 episodes are coming up, and I refused to watch it for a week because I didn't want it to end. So. So I waited a week and then I finished it.
I did that with
I loved it.
Not even kidding. The Kingdom of Ash, the last book in the Throne of Glass series, I swear I had 50 pages left and I sat it down for almost 2 weeks. I was like, I don't want to. It was 7 books. They're so big. I'm like, I don't want to read the last 50 pages yet.
Book hangover is real. I get really bad book hangover. So bad. Because I'm like, for like days, I'm like, if it's a really good book, I'm like, what is my life anymore?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Fake Crate that does like the hangover boxes. They do whenever the popular book comes out, they do what's called a hangover box, and a few months after the book comes out, it's like either a copy of the book or like a bunch of goodies like from the book, and like it's all stuff based on just that one book instead of doing stuff based on a bunch of different books, and they call them hangover kits, and I think they're so cute.
That is really cute. I think what the last one it was. I don't remember.
Bookish Obsession says they know a website with a lot of Studio Ghibli movies.
Ooh, animeplanet.com.
Yes.
I'll write it down.
Yeah, everyone write that down. Screenshot. The Dawdling Writer says, I'm trying to figure out if I'm having trouble writing my romance novella because I'm not enjoying the genre or if my brain isn't doing well with 3 projects. That's a big commitment, 3 projects. My brain hurts.
But you're like, I don't know, I can't do it. Are they at 3 different stages? Because like I'm good if I have 3. If it's like one's at editing, one's on drafting, one's in like brainstorming stage. So maybe you need that. I don't know.
I think I could do that if I had like a solid draft that I didn't actually have to take apart, like my dumpster fire of a book right now. If I had a solid draft, I think I could manage that.
Right now that I think about it, Jules, I think you do you're drafting this one, and then I think you're editing your one you just finished, I believe. Now that I think about it. So maybe
Kate Kavanaugh said that when she does more books at once, she always does them in different genres, different points of view, and different stages. And I'm like, you have to really be able to compartmentalize. I think that's
it takes a lot of brain effort, brain power, for sure.
Do we want to do another sprint, or is everybody tired?
I can do probably one more as long as it's a short one. Yeah, it's getting close to my bedtime.
Like a 15-minute sprint.
Yeah, I'm feeling a 15.
Someone suggested, I'm sorry that I don't remember who it was, 1551. The Dawdling Writer. 1551 for a nice short one.
Let's do it. Yeah.
All right. Let me get there. I hate how you have to scroll through all the minutes and seconds in the...
They can't make it easy for us. Let's be serious. That's very rude.
Brain effort. I'm going to leave that there because I like that. That can be our motivation for our next...
I think it's a good one. Yeah,
1551 and start. I didn't know it did this, by the way, and that scared me the first time. The big yellow circle.
I didn't know that either. Technology is fascinating.
All right, happy writing. All right, that is the end of our last writing sprint.
Yay, that was a good one.
It was a good. I felt a little more focused. My cats again were being distracting, but I managed to get a good 580 in 15 minutes. I'm pretty proud of that.
That is really good.
I had like a big chunk that I didn't really change very much though. So, but it's there.
Details. Well, that's good. That means you didn't have to rewrite it. So I mean, you thought it was good enough to like keep it.
I found a part that didn't suck.
Yeah. You're like, yes.
Little wins.
Give yourself a gold star.
I wish I had some. I only have cat stickers.
I mean, they're cute. I'm not a huge cat fan because I'm allergic, but those are cute.
I got
one of the teachers.
Like my cat.
Oh.
This one here looks like one. That's why I got.
I mean, it's pretty cute. One of the teachers I used to work with, I used to tell her if she did something good, I would give her a gold star, but I didn't have any stickers. So I like took construction paper. I would make her gold stars. Well, I would make them out of construction paper, and I would so she hung them up on her wall all year. No big deal. I was a good person.
I'm a good person for the rest of my life because I made gold stars out of construction paper.
Yeah. I'm so good. They weren't very pretty, but they worked.
That doesn't need to be pretty. How was that last sprint for you and for everyone else joining us?
I had 208 that time, so it's pretty good. Started a new scene, and yeah, so pretty good. Pretty good.
How long do your scenes usually average?
It depends.
Same. I thought it was weird. I have some that are like 600, and I have some that are like 1,800, 2,000 words.
Like my last book, I feel like I had like more than one scene in a chapter where I would have maybe 2 or 3, and they'd be each like that, kind of like that. They vary, but the whole chapter would be around 3,000-4,000 words. But like this time, I don't know if I'm just like overwriting or I'm just like really into it. So like I've had a scene the entire chapter and it was like 4,000 words long. So I'm like, I don't know.
Maybe it's a really good scene.
Yeah, we're going to go with that.
Real quality experience.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, I heard it's close to your bedtime. The dawdling writer said that they wish they had kittens to blame things on, but to be honest, it's not. It's dangerous.
Especially when they know you have to focus. They're like, nope.
Yeah, like they hear me in here talking to myself, and they're coming in like, "You crazy?
Like, you're okay, right?"
And I usually feed them before I get comfortable for the night, so I think they're all hyper because they're waiting for me to go feed them.
Like, come on.
They think if they throw enough of a fit, I will go do that.
But you stay up late too, aren't you? Like a night writer? I think you've talked about that before.
I usually go to bed between like 1 and 2 is like my good time, but I don't have kids and my job is in the afternoon, so I wake up generally around like 8:30ish.
Okay.
So it's like it's a nice balance. I don't know why I'm so awake in the evening. So awake. I'm so groggy in the morning, and I'm so like lively at night.
Whatever works. I'm the opposite, as you know.
My read along for the Fairy Loot. We're reading Girl Serpent Thorn, and I'm excited about it. I've caught up so far. I just have a couple chapters left to read today. I thought I was gonna get left behind on this one.
I haven't started yet. Is it really good? Do you like it?
It is really good. There are some parts here and there where I feel like I get pulled out of the story just a little bit. But like premise-wise, I'm very interested. I'm very invested in what's going to happen.
Well, I think that's good then. I think that's, it's a good book. It's a good book.
And the book is like pretty. Like the book itself is pretty, and that adds to my enjoyment of like reading it.
Like you mean the cover or like the writing is pretty?
The cover. The
cover's really pretty.
The color scheme and the character art. Like just looking at the character art that came on the letter, like because for anybody who doesn't know, Fairy Loot does book subscription boxes, and you get a book with a special edition cover and then a picture of character art with a letter from the author on the back. And the character art for this one just looks really nice, and I like it, and it makes me want to read it.
It's so beautiful. I agree. I loved the art. That's my favorite thing in the box is like the little all the art stuff in there. It's just so gorgeous.
I want to have I'm gonna redo my little like reading area that I have back here, I'm like gutting it and totally redoing it. And I think I'm gonna have a character art wall where I just hang like all the cards that come and all the character art, like prints and stuff in my little reading area. I will keep you guys updated because I'm excited about
Yes. I did. I ordered the last book in the David Bed trilogy through like a separate site that gave you a book plate. No, it was a black market. I didn't steal it, I promise.
I'm just kidding.
I know, but you never know. Someone on the internet might be watching this, is like looking at me like, I see you.
They're like, link to the site, please.
I don't know what it was, but
signs.
But yeah, so it was like a signed book plate and it had character art with it. And so like I ordered the book from there because it wasn't out yet. And I was like, I'll pre-order this for sure for character art. And the character art is gorgeous. It's in the office, but like if you read the David Bed, I love the trilogy. I'm still on book 2.
I hear great things about it. It's on my list.
So good.
We have Elizabeth managed to get 3,343 words in the last 2 hours, and I think we should all celebrate that because that's pretty impressive.
Boss. Good. If you'd only had 3,333, it would have been my favorite number, which is 3. So I'm mad you wrote 10 extra words.
So, yeah, you messed up apparently. I was celebrating you, but Allie was like, you messed up.
Nah.
We have a lovely new guest for the end of our.
Hi, Dania.
Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh, and the Dawdling Writer asked which subscription box we're talking about, so I'm going to get one. This is squished. My box for this month was squished for some reason, but it's never been squished before. But everything is fine. It's Fairy Loot, the company, and they all say, my book's my treasure. And they have pretty sprayed pages. I'm going to get one before we close.
Get it. So while you're getting that, I will talk about how awesome all the goodies are inside. I was like impressed by the fact that like, so I think I did one kind of subscription box before and it was just kind of like cheap stuff inside, but it's like really quality stuff and it's super cute always. And they picked a book every single time that I've loved.
Was the other one you're talking about Fake Rate? Because I got that one.
No, I did. I can't remember what it was called, but it was like years ago before like book boxes got popular. I don't even remember which one it was. Comes like, it's okay, but like.
I have to put it in the sleeve so you guys can see how pretty it is. So I'm not even a pink person, but it has this pale pink, and then the pages are green, and like the inside of the dust jacket is like this slate gray blue. So it's just really pretty. And then they always do character art on the inside of the dust jacket. There's always a poster, if you can see that. And then they're all signed. So this is signed by the author. And then here's the character art card that came with it. And I'm interested in who this person is because I love their like tattoos and their whole aura. And then here's a note from the author. It's nice. And they all come with that. Every box has at least, I found out, one book because our box from last month had 2. So that was, surprise. It's good for book hoarders.
It is. It's probably not a good thing because I have too many.
It's like my
I'm okay.
Corner, I'm gonna have a shelf where I have all the books with the page side out. So it's like I have all my normal books, and then you just see like all the colored pages. That's what I'm gonna do.
So pretty. I think my favorite one has been, I haven't read it yet, but Incendiary. I think because I like the red.
Same.
I loved it.
I love red and black together are like my favorite color. So the black cover with the red words and the red pages, I was like, oh, and that was my first box. So I opened it and I was like, this is perfect. Couldn't get more perfect.
I love it. It's a pretty good box. Just look into it, people. Look into it. We're not sponsored or anything. Just look into it.
I'm just obsessed. Not sponsored. But like if Fairy Loot stops by and wants to.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm going to feed my cats because I can hear them knocking things over. And I hope you guys have a great night. Thanks for writing. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
My channel, Allie. When are we seeing you again? When's your next write-in?
Let's see. I will be back on Thursday morning at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I will have SK Durbis with me. She's new on YouTube. You should check her out. SK Durbis.
I'm going to write that down.
Derbas, I believe is how you spell her last name.
Wait, do it again.
Derbas.
BAS. All right. I'm going to look her up right after this because I'm going to be up for a little while. I post writing videos on Monday. If any of you are new here, I am actually have a little bit more free time lately, so I'm experimenting with posting videos on Fridays as well, starting either this week or next. So if you have videos that you want to see from me, please put them in the comments. I would love recommendations and stuff like that. But happy writing. Have a great night. Good luck on your Camp NaNoWriMo goals.
Yes, bye.